We all wish we could be part of one of our favorite video games. Some of them are too dangerous for that. But running everywhere and collecting money seems to be good for our health and our wallet. And instead of traveling to the virtual world, our favorite characters are now part of our universe. You'll have to watch until the end to see what Sonic the Hedgehog looks like.
Love watching our videos but looking for a more ad-free browsing experience? Take your video viewing to the next level and sign up for the Premium Network. You'll get the first peek at the newest content from not only the richest but Screen Rant, The Taco, The Sportster, The Things, and many more. Thousands of your favorite videos in one place is a no-brainer. Click here to be the first in line for the Premium.
If you love video games and cosplay as much as we do, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today we are showing you 10 Sonic characters in real life. Amy Rose. She is every girl's favorite. This cheerful character is full of energy and also really pretty. But just like any other woman, she is not perfect. She has a scary temper and can become really obsessed sometimes. You might not know that she used to be called Rosie the Rascal. But if there is one thing that everyone noticed about her, it is that she has a huge crush on Sonic. We can't blame her. He is probably the best-looking hedgehog we know, and actually, one of the only hedgehogs we know. She met him on Little Planet, and since that day, she follows him everywhere and claims that she is his girlfriend. But Sonic doesn't seem to be really into it because she keeps doing things to win his heart. And just like any other girl obsessed by her crush, we know that nothing will stop her from getting what she wants. The hedgehog doesn't mind too much about it, so there is nothing wrong with that. We all like that kind of attention sometimes. Cosplayer Yami Ross created the perfect costume to portray Amy Rose. She has the same dress and used makeup to turn herself into an animal. We also love to see that she made a Pico Pico hammer, as we know that Amy never leaves home without it. We just hope that Yami Ross won't meet Sonic at a cosplay event. If this happens, she will spend the day following that guy everywhere. Knuckles the Echidna. If you are looking for a strong and independent character, Knuckles is the one you should choose. He is the only remaining descendant of the Knuckles clan and also the last Echidna on Earth. In real life, these creatures still exist, but if there is one thing special about it, it is that it is the only living mammal that lay eggs. They look like a platypus mixed with a hedgehog. But the Echidna you see in the video game is not like any other. It has superhuman strength and can climb walls and dig in the ground with his spike-like knuckles. This is where his name comes from. But don't worry, even if he is short-tempered, he probably won't use his power against you. He is devoted to his mission, which is being the guardian of the Master Emerald, a powerful ancient relic. He doesn't care about anything else, except saving his friends when they are in trouble. Another animal was inspired by this hero and decided to dress up just like him. This time, it is not a human cosplaying his favorite character, but a little hedgehog. Its spikes are now red, and it is also wearing shoes, just like the video game character. If this animal has one superpower, it is probably being extremely cute. It might not look dangerous, but no one could say no if it told us not to approach the Master Emerald. Miles Tails Prower. Here's the character that everyone loves, Miles Prower, better known as Tails. But it hasn't always been like this. When we first met him, he was very timid and not really courageous. As a fox born with two tails, many people made fun of him, and this is why he became less confident. But everything changed when he met Sonic. He thought that he was so cool that he wanted to be just like him. And this is why Tails started following Sonic on all of his crazy adventures. His new hero inspired him to become more outgoing, brave, and independent. He turned his difference into something positive by rotating his tails like a helicopter to fly. We bet that no one will bully him now that they see all the incredible things he can do. And this is how he became a hero in his own right. He is not only Sonic's best friend, but also his sidekick. What a better way to cosplay this character than with his friend the Hedgehog? Two sisters who go by the name of Opposite Cosplay decided to dress up as their favorite characters. Katie and Nicole Bear love video games, and they couldn't find a better duo. Their costume suits them perfectly, and we can see their personality shine through. The only thing that we don't understand is how they can walk on grass with those heels. If they are able to do that, we think that they are even more powerful than the video game characters. Metal Sonic. This is a character that we love to hate. The perfect mix of Sonic and Dr. Eggman. The antagonist's deadliest creation was created to destroy the Hedgehog, and we have to admit that we were scared when we first saw him. He doesn't only look like our hero, but it can also make the same moves and run faster than him. How can Sonic fight with another character who has the same powers and barely any flaw? It is a really intelligent machine with a cold heart, and it is obsessed with trying to prove that it is superior to Sonic. When we think about it, Metal Sonic probably represents everything Dr. Eggman would like to be. The reason why he cares so much about the Hedgehog is probably that he is jealous of him. No matter what, we were able to defeat him when playing the video game. Metal Sonic would always come back another time, but this was never enough to stop us. And no one will be able to stop this cosplayer from creating the best Metal Sonic costume we have ever seen. Alisto created this amazing costume for the Okaton in 2011, and he said that he has never been so popular in his entire life. But it is funny to think that his goal was actually to look like Mecha Sonic and not Metal Sonic. Anyway, it is an awesome costume, no matter which character he is cosplaying. Cream the Rabbit. Now let's take a look at a character who wouldn't hurt anyone. Cream is really well-mannered and pure. Some people might call her naive and childish, but we think that seeing the world this way is what makes her happier. Cream always lived a beautiful and idyllic life with her family until Dr. Eggman tried to make that change. But she was saved by Sonic and his friend and quickly decided to join them on their adventures. She might look like a sweet girl, but don't underestimate her. Cream is one of the youngest characters, but she always tries her best and stands up for herself. Her friends are really important to her, and this is why she is always there to help them. She makes a great sidekick for Amy Rose, but did you know that she was first supposed to be a fox, like Tails? They also tried to design her as a squirrel with many tails, but we're happy that they finally chose the rabbit. And what if she was a human? Just look at how the cosplayer Araya Sky reimagined her. She is cuter than what we would have imagined. Instead of bunny ears, she has long hair that she wears in pigtails. And no matter in which world she is, Amy Rose is always by her side. Would you like to be her friend in real life? We think that Cream would be the perfect BFF. Dr. Eggman. Here is the man we usually don't want to see, but today we are too curious to know what he would look like in real life, so we will give him a chance. Did you know that his real name is Dr. Ivo Robotnik? This is probably inspired by his love for robots, as we have seen it before. The mad scientist claims that he has an IQ of 300 and wants to dominate the world. But we know that if he were really that smart, he would understand that being good is the best solution. Anyway, he doesn't seem to be interested in helping others when he turns animals into robots to create his army. His goal is to create the Eggman Empire, and now he also wants to conquer the whole universe. But you don't have to worry. Sonic and his friends always make his plans fail. Or will he have a better chance in the real world? After all, surrounded by so many humans, he could have a lot of allies. But when we look at him, we know that this is a man we wouldn't trust. Cosplayer Vilu Vector dressed up as Dr. Eggman, and we think that the results were really realistic. We didn't think that anyone could have such a big mustache, but he managed to find a way to make it come to life. Vilu really enjoys his Eggman costume, and we have to admit that it is a character that we love to hate. Shadow the Hedgehog. You have probably seen this character before, but do you know his story? Shadow was created by Gerald Robotnik as the ultimate life form. The scientist was trying to develop cures for incurable diseases by using the DNA of Black Doom and a hedgehog in the Project Shadow. Unfortunately, he didn't get the results that he expected. People thought that the creature was a threat to humanity, so he was captured. But years later, Eggman released him and tried to use it as a weapon to destroy the Earth. But Shadow the Hedgehog finally remembered the past, and he turned out to be the one who saved the world. Now, we know him as a character who is ready to do anything to accomplish his goals. He has the same skills and speed as Sonic. But one thing that makes them really different is that Shadow prefers to work alone. But no matter what, he will always be there when his friends need help. We wish that we could be independent like him sometimes. And it looks like cosplayer Molecular Agatha was inspired by this character when we see her attitude. She looks like a strong and independent woman who doesn't need anyone to be happy. She is the one who made the design and the costume for a convention cos party in 2014 in Costa Rica. And as we can see, she didn't need the help of anyone else to look incredible. Charmy Bee. Look at which character flew by. It's Charmy Bee. The bee might not be the most popular character in the video game, but we think that he deserves a lot of attention. This character is full of energy and is sometimes too hyperactive. He can get on our nerves when he is loud, not too smart, and a little immature. But that's totally normal, as he is a child. When we were young, we would rather play than work, just like him. And no matter what, we love him because he has a big heart and he is very friendly. And we certainly need someone like him. Charmy is the co-founder of the Chaotix Detective Agency. We are really happy to know that he is part of our team when we see what he can do with his tracking skills. He might not be as good as Espio and Vector because of his very young age, but we are pretty sure that when he grows up, he will be one of the best detectives that ever existed. And it seems like he had time to grow up while he was traveling to our world. Look at this grown-up cosplayer dressed as Charmy Bee. What do you think Yink, the artist, is looking for in the flowers? We bet that he is soon going to be using his tracking skills to find something interesting in there. Rouge the Bat. We know that she is coming, as we have already heard the sound of her high heels on the floor, and we won't be disappointed when we see that she is a very beautiful lady. But don't let her seduce you too quickly. She is actually a jewelry thief. Rouge is a famous treasure hunter, and she is also known to work as a part-time spy for the government. You'll also learn really quickly that she has a weakness for jewels, and one of the things she is looking for is the Master Emerald. Knuckles won't be happy to hear that. Rouge the Bat is the kind of woman who knows what she wants. She is an enigma, as no one can truly understand what she really wants. It helps a lot to be smart, sassy, and seductive. Who could blame her for acting this way? We would probably take advantage of the situation if we looked like her. However, we wouldn't want to use this power to steal jewels, but to save the world, just like Rouge did when she helped Sonic and his friends. Just like the character, cosplayer Mimi Legend is really pretty. She has a fierce attitude, and she seems to be ready to take over the world. But this time, we think that the only thing she is going to steal is our heart. Sonic the Hedgehog. We have been waiting for him during all this time, and he is finally here. He is sorry for being late. He was on the other side of the world at the beginning of the video, and he just ran here to say hi. The famous video game character has the ability to run faster than the speed of sound. This is what inspired his name, and he won't use his power to run after girls or escape the cops. Sonic wants to fight injustice and help people in need. He already restored peace in the world many times, and he is always ready for another battle. Sonic might be the strongest and fastest hedgehog we know, but he would be nothing without his friends. They are always by his side to help him throughout his adventures all around the world. Once again, little hedgehogs decided to dress up as their favorite superheroes. Their spikes are now blue, and they are also wearing tiny red shoes. We would love to give them a lot of kisses, but we are afraid that we would get hurt. So we will just stay a little farther and admire them because they are too cute. Is there any Sonic character that you would like to see in real life? Make sure to tell us who it is in the comments section down below. And give us a thumbs up if your favorite character is already part of our list. And that's it for 10 Sonic characters in real life. For more stories like this, make sure you watch 10 Paw Patrol dogs in real life. Thanks for watching!